Pennsylvania reserves, and the gentlelady from Connecticut is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentlelady is recognized.
I rise here today in strong support of H.R. 3628, the Transportation Reports Elimination Act of 2013. The Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure unanimously reported this bill by voice vote last month. The Government Performance and Results Modernization Act of 2010 requires the Office of Management and Budget, the OMB, to publish a list of congressionally mandated plans and reports that it considers outdated or duplicative. On January 8, 2013, OMB published a list of 376 reports that it proposed for elimination or consolidation. The Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure reviewed a list of reports this fall within the committee's jurisdiction and agreed that some of these reports are indeed outdated or duplicative. H.R. 3628 is a bipartisan bill that eliminates, consolidates, and modifies 27 congressionally mandated reports. Madam Speaker, this bill will save taxpayer dollars while improving government efficiency and performance. The bill eliminates several reporting requirements that are outdated or duplicative, freeing up valuable staff resources for the affected agency to perform more important oversight activities. The bill also consolidates and modifies certain existing reporting requirements to create greater consistency across statutes and regulations. Finally, the bill allows several reports to be posted on the agency's website and not formally submitted to Congress, saving time and taxpayer dollars. This process will further save taxpayer dollars by reducing production and delivery of weighty government reports. Additionally, taxpayers will also benefit from information posted in a more timely and interactive format, increasing transparency and ease of use. This is a bipartisan bill for smarter, cheaper, more transparent government. I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting H.R. 3628, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentlelady from Connecticut reserves the balance of her time, and the gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized.
Thank the Madam Speaker. And again, I appreciate my colleagues' support on this, and as mentioned, this was reported out of the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure unanimously. But I want to point out just a couple of these reports, just to drive home the point of how necessary some of these reports are and were, and that's why we were eliminating them. For instance, in the Department of Transportation, the Air Traffic Services Committee report. The Air Traffic Services Committee report has not met for more than 2 years. As such, the annual report has been submitted to Congress, and as such, no report has been submitted to Congress in that time. Additionally, since its recreation in 2003, many other committees and boards have created the report and is no longer needed. That, for instance, is one. The Pipeline Safety Information Grants to Communities annual report sounds important, is important, but we recommended the elimination by OMB. This information is available online, so it's more timely for Americans to be able to get online and review this type of report. Pilot program for innovative financing of air traffic control equipment annual report. The report was required to supplement innovative air traffic control systems being tested 9 years ago. The tests have long since been completed, and therefore there is no report that is required. Again, and the list goes on and on. The standings for aircraft engines to reduce noise levels annual report requires an annual report on the implementation of new technologies to decrease aircraft noise levels. Since then, the FAA has updated noise requirements to meet Stage 4 standards. Therefore, again, this report is no longer required. And again, we go through, and there are 27 in total that we have eliminated. We haven't been quantified as to how much savings, but there certainly is going to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars saved by eliminating these reports. And as I said, many of these reports you can get online now and see them quickly and efficiently in the most up-to-date reporting. And with that, I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Pennsylvania reserves the balance of his time, and the gentlelady from Connecticut is recognized.
And thank you, Madam Speaker. Again, this is one of those all too rare instances where we have bipartisan support, where we can save money, improve efficiency, and have greater transparency and accessibility to taxpayers. I wanted to flag just a couple of other items that illustrate this point. We are going to be taking up the Surface Transportation Bill, a very important bill coming up later this year. Well, we have some of the reports related to that bill have to do with the infrastructure investment need. That report has always come at the wrong time. It's come after we've already looked at the highway transportation bill. So this bill, among other things, aligns the reports to be available and ready for Congress, ready for stakeholders, ready for the public to evaluate at the time we are considering important legislation on behalf of the American people. So again, this is an important initiative. I would urge not only support for what we have done under Chairman Schuster's excellent leadership, but for other committees in Congress to join us in reviewing what the GAO has provided at our request, to review those list of agency reports, and to find other ways that we can save money, expedite delivery of important information both to Congress to facilitate our oversight, as well as to make it available to the public so they can oversee what we're doing and ensure that we are spending taxpayer dollars in the most effective way possible. And again, I want to thank the chairman for his leadership on this and many other initiatives. It's a wonderful committee. We have important work to do, and this will help us get that work done. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
And the gentlelady from Connecticut reserves. The gentleman from Pennsylvania.
I'm ready to close, so if the gentlelady is ready to yield back, then I'll close.
The gentleman reserves. The gentlelady
Madam
is
Speaker,
recognized.
I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentlelady from Connecticut yields back the balance of her time, and the gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank the gentlelady from Connecticut and her kind words and all her hard work on the committee. We've been working very hard in a bipartisan manner, and you know there aren't many things in this Congress that really bring people together, but when it comes to transportation infrastructure, that certainly is one of them, and we'll continue to work together. Again, this bill is a good government bill. I urge all my colleagues to vote yes on H.R. 3628, which again eliminates, consolidates, and modifies 27 congressionally mandated reports. Good government saves money, increases transparency, and with that, I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Pennsylvania yields back the balance of his time.